second. Look if this is right. Because I'm not sure if I had block number 23 already. I think I had already yesterday. Yeah. So I'm wrong. It's block number 24. I guess it's so nice, but that's wrong. So I have to get out the whiteboard and come back and remove this. Put a new whiteboard on. Okay. So we want the whiteboard. Here's the whiteboard. And write new again. Not write this way. Alright, click to view instructions. Probably we have to make settings first. This is number 24. I still want to write this if it's possible. I have to make the setting first. And that seems not to be so easy. Pick and the color. I have to adjust the color. Like this color. Okay. And then also keep source in memory. Just a second, please. That's all okay. And keep source memory. And then should be possible. So here we have, let's go about the block. Has to be right. And then the whiteboard. And the whiteboard I should now be able to write. Yes. Okay, it's coming. It is writing this block number 24. So 24. Are we doing this? Wow, what kind of number is this? Okay, 24, maybe like this. Could be also another way. Just a little bit art before we may proceed. This German topic, paragraph, and we will tomorrow go with the English paragraph, so then I can just read it for you and say a little bit more to the things that I think about this topic. So let's opening. Meanwhile, I will uh, date and write plum. Very it's from Iran. Al-Hadiya. So the document already. So as it is moving, I can scroll down. This is the time, even though it's already, but only now I can scroll down. So we are coming close. There it is. Okay. Believing means not to know. Somehow means not to know. I don't really know, but I believe. But it also means uh, not want to see the truth. But this sentence, this is you have to think in many directions. Uh, when you believe in the system, then you might not want to see the truth, that the system isn't working well or that the system is satanic. And so it is also about religious belief. An example, you believe in Jesus Christ as God. Others don't think like this. And some people realized the Son is the Son. S-O-N is S-U-N. So you have to find out the truth. And if you just believe these dogmas, which is given from someone else, you don't even know where the source is coming from, then there you have to be more careful. But as long as people feel convenient with this, and because of many people think like that, the people will go for it. But there's also another belief I found out. This is the belief is coming from inside. You can also say from, let's say, the seed of God, or from your soul, from yourself, and this can be a belief you have to think about. Your mind can be manipulated, and is manipulating also as well. So if you look in yourself and find some truth, or I have this especially in mornings. I wake up and I have already some topics in mind, and then I get really some great ideas. Thanks God for this, or the angels, whoever gives idea inside. Yeah, even though I have to say that the mind is also waking up, but we have to use the mind to articulate our thoughts. For this, the mind is there. Without the mind, in this physical world, we cannot find the knowledge. So we need to use the mind as a tool. But I feel that this is coming from inside. Yeah. And this is connected to the world, where we are coming from and where we go back again. So, and there lays truth. There you can find the truth. There are different ways to achieve this, different ways of meditation or prayer, which you can establish. So I'm not for the dogma of the Western Catholic Church, which is saying you not only cannot come to, let's say, paradise, which is not the other world, it is above the other world. You cannot come there without Jesus Christ. No, that's not even enough, because there are other religious sects that are also believing in Jesus Christ, and I think it's nearly even 40,000 already, if I got the number right. So it's really a lot of religious views out of Christianity. So there's no unity at all. But through the Catholic Church, you have to be in this church. And I don't think that this is, even though there might be a difference between the Catholic Church and those who have taken over now the Vatican since the time of Pius, and it happened before already, but it was resolved. And then Pope VI, who seemed to be a very satanic pope, whose signature with his PPP was designed to make it, when you turn it around, a 666. He was writing the P like, I actually can show you this. Maybe I use the blog, but I will show you this, how he did this very interestingly. For this, I would have to make copy, maybe, then remove, put a new one in new whiteboard. Because that's very interesting how Pope 6 make the signatures, and it's always like this. And you can look it up yourself as well. Yeah, and so he changed a lot of things. Vatican II Council. That's already correct. And here should okay. And he's writing less when he makes one E, yeah? And I have to put this away. He's writing like this. And then he's writing like this. But as you know, normally it's like this. Or if you write uh, two lines like this, right? But writing like this. This is a 9, and you know it around it will be 6. And then he's write PP, and then Paulus, and then it means 666. And Paulus is 6. So that's what I wanted to express about this. This is a clear sign. He's doing this deliberately, and he's from the Jewish Montini family. So that means uh, he is not a true Catholic, but a crypto Jew. So he took over. So how many people they would say, why you think the Jews are all satanic then? I'm not sure, but I think it looks like when you look at this religion, the Torah, all the blood sacrifice and so on, this is all satanic. Just look at the way they celebrate and they pray. Also this Pascha, the Passover, and this is also very satanic, which I read now in the Torah. It's also the mark of the beast as well. It's even written like this. So for me, a very clear message. Oh, okay. I think I just removed now the wrong part. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I'm playing around. Let's talk about the blog is no more there. Yeah, that's not so nice, but okay, I will have to make it again. So back to the blog, and I think, oh, the blog is still there. At least we are lucky there. The rest I will have to do myself, or I make a new creation. Let's talk about the blog. It doesn't matter. So it's about the belief. So there is a belief you can have from your inside, and this has nothing to do with any church and any religion. So don't listen to these dogmatas that tell you you have to be in the church. Yes, they want you to have to be in the church of Satan. And I will say that all churches are of Satan. Because when you look at this whole thing, you look up the sky in the night, or when you see pictures of a balloon or even rockets going up, jet fighter pilots telling us this is the darkest black you can imagine. So for me, it is very clear in this yeah, world created by God, we are sunken with this earth system very deep in the matter. That's why it is all dark. There's no light. we have only this artificial light of the moon and the sun and the stars. So it was put deep inside, and we have the underworld where maybe Satan is, uh, all these evil spirits, but they are even around. Uh, so we are in this evil world actually, and just think about also uh, the term life, 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 life. Life is life. We have life with F. Um, this is of course our life. That's right, like this. Could be okay. Okay, also another life, which is actually live evil. Read from here to there. Evil. Yeah, life is evil. Hmm. Okay, so back to the blog. Yeah. So let's continue. This one is now, the main part is now about Germany, German Empire from 1871. Also, these are steps to make things greater and to unify things. And then, you know, nowadays the EU, SSR, and then, to unify the world under Satan, under the Antichrist, uh, to one new world order, which, by the way, was also already announced by Pope Paul VI in the 60s and 70s at the UNO. Very interesting, right? And it was continued, of course, by John Paul II, and I think also by Pope Benedict. And this Pope Benedict is very interesting. He's now 90 years old, but he had to step down, which was only, I think, one time in history, 700 years ago. He had to step down. They removed him. Actually, a pope is always serving until death, like John Paul II, but they removed him, and he's now close by in a monastery of nuns. He can look at the Vatican City, or he's actually part of Vatican City still, um, and he's there under house arrest. So he cannot easily just leave. He left for to see his brother in the hospital, but this is maybe also the story about the Pope fleeing the Vatican, because this is the real Pope. He is elected, while the other one is maybe selected, and this is the Black Pope, Francis, of course also a crypto Jew, and he's the pontifex for the satanic world. That's for sure. So they completely took over the Vatican, but Vatican means house of snake, so they are watching the snake. And the snake is a very strong symbol, and the snake is all around us. The snake is the flat earth circle, that means the ice ring. The snake is around Mount Meru, in the center of the earth, the so-called North Pole, and the snake might also be around the whole spherical world. That means the sky above and the underworld below. So we are inside the snake, inside the world of Lord Satan. And this is important to realize, and nothing can happen to you if you connect to the light. Even though you can lose your life, but that means only that you might have made it. So don't worry about this. Just connect with the light and with the right light source. Yeah, that this light you can only find in yourself. Now about Germany. So the German Empire from 1871. There is a movement in Germany, very small movement of course, that want to re-establish something. And in a previous blog I was talking already about uh, community that was founded under the old law. So since the 28th of October 1918, uh, Germany is taken over, and actually it was before already, because even Bismarck, yeah, I think Bismarck, yeah, he was the one who said uh, we have to do many things as we have to do, but don't attack Russia. Not in the First and also not in the Second World War. These things he advised should not happen, because this would be the big mistake. And turned out to be the big mistake. Uh, so this is his advice. It was his advice. And this guy, he knew already that Jewish money already controls everything. So that they actually already don't have the power anymore. So, and this was actually the best time of Germany from 1871 until 1914, when the war broke out. And 28th of October is a very important date, because this year, 28th of October, that's why they make the election in September, is the time when 99 years are over, and every contract can only last 99 years. And so that means all laws of the German Empire will cease at that time, and then there's only this what was put on top of the German Empire, and this is the Weimar Republic, black, red, and yellow, with the laws or with the orders of Hitler Germany as well, and the Federal Republic of Germany. First West Germany and then the whole part of the area which is now German speaking, except Austria and parts of Switzerland, of course. So um, it is also said that the federation called the Bund, which is also covenant, the old covenant, um, that they are the, how we call this, the one who comes after the Weimar Republic and the Third Reich together. So this is one thing. That's why we can call it also the Fourth Reich nowadays, towards the New World Order. And they cannot make any laws because not legally elected, as even the Constitutional Court decided twice that all elections are illegal. So when all elections are illegal, they are not legally elected, and that's why they cannot make any laws, but only orders. And that's what they're doing. And they're calling it also orders, but in the media sometimes they change it to law, that the public doesn't realize the actual situation there. So, and these people want to change this. They have the consciousness for this, They know that this Yiddish enemy organization of the Weimar Republic took over this Germany. And because not many people know about it, or most of the people don't want to know about it, so next year, because I was writing this in 2016, on the day of 28/10/2017, so it's not long time anymore, just 3 months, the Erbpacht and uh, uh, the rights for the soil we will lose. The Germans will lose completely. Yeah, it is already under control of them, but uh, and they can take away the land and your property anytime. It's happened throughout the time with some people, but this they will lose completely. That's why they have the new people coming in already. But it's not that they want to give them the land, only to take care of, because the new people have no rights anyway. Yeah, the foreigners. So, but the German people will lose this because they have only 99 years time to change the situation, uh, to make something like, I don't know, the revolution or something even without revolution, that they create the state, the German state again, uh, out of German people who have also the qualification for this by the ancestors, that they have German ancestors before 1914, or actually before 1918, before the state. And so this is what they try, or what they actually already did. So maybe there's still something saved, but it's also not for sure, because there are so many other laws that it might also not work out this way. Because the people who are doing this, they are not stupid, but the system, you don't know every corner of the system. So you don't know completely all the rules. So, but important is that after the election and with this date, you can say in 1st of November, my prediction is that things will happen, that people will really lose their property and their land and whatever, and they can enforce things that the people don't understand. They think, why I'm here, the farmer. This is my land. It was always my land, my family, and they just say, no, now we take this over, or you are not. We have to change the documents. Uh, I don't think that they still would do this so drastically. They would just change documents or something. We have to make it new, and then this small written things, and you're not reading or understanding this, and then already they take over, and they can take over because of the 99 years clause. So this is the thing. So people will lose the right for the soil. German people have then no more right for the soil, because after 99 years the situation hasn't changed, and those who are in power already 99 years, Weimar Republic is the same like we have now, uh, they will take this over. And this word Erbpacht, it means something like you will receive this from your ancestors. That means you can inherit things, and this will be no more. So that means actually, uh, when you are a land owner, somehow I say somehow, because actually already they can take it away from you anytime. But when you are a landowner and you want to give this, you pass away and you want to give this to your children, the state, the one with the status, can take this land. and say, we are the owner, but you can use this land because we still need people to use it. Or they say other people will use it. They put the Africans and the Indians to use this land. Whatever. Whatever they are planning, and I think this is already on the agenda. They will do these things. So it will be very interesting to see what is going on. But something was done about it, and I have also a link to this, so maybe I can show a little bit more what they plan to do. So that's why this all happens, referring to the refugees. They will be the ones that take care of this. It is about the German soil. The German soil will be then completely lost. It was already taken over, but now by law or by certain rights, it is then taken over because no contract can last longer than 99 years. It has to be renewed, and because there is no real German government, this is only this federation, Jewish federation, who are not elected, not legally elected. Uh, so they now can take this over. It looks like this. Yeah? So and there's an interesting guy. This guy is Alois Irlmeier, and he wrote for 2017. So he's something. He's a European. This is European prophecy, and there are many European prophets, somehow prophets, uh, in the style of Nostradamus or in a different style from different countries and even from America. So let's say white prophets who are also doing predictions for Europe and for Germany. And he's writing in 2017, Germany will be hit in the mark. In the mark, that means in your back, the backbone. It will be hit in the backbone. So it's like you get a strong hit from behind in the backbone. Because the German Michel is just sleeping and thinking, why cannot go on like before? No, it cannot go on like before. The system does not allow you to make here a paradise. Yeah. They want you to learn. And so this might be the event in November. Most of the people have no ownership anyway, so for them it doesn't really matter. But for those who have the possession still, who are landowners, they will then realize this. And there are not so many people, so it still will have a big impact. So that means we Germans will lose everything. Same as similar to France, also with the French Revolution. We will lose everything if we don't make something special. It's like an election of a national committee, and then these people will decide and make a new government. You need this. This is part of the old law. So, according to the Kaiser, to the leader of the German Empire, it is a law about uh, if you have a situation like martial law, then this has to be done. And this should have been done when the Kaiser had to leave. Uh, when the people don't want the Kaiser anymore. That means not by revolution, but by voting, something like this. Say, we don't want you anymore, you are not good, you have to go. Then exactly this must happen. The national convention has to be called, and then they decide over a new government and even a new king, whatever. But this was not the case. This is the communists taking over, the Jewish communist movement, and this was just a revolution out of maybe 20% who were participating eventually, maybe even less. So it's important to find a way to liberate yourself and to take care of yourself. So that means now this is a process of growing up. That's why people have to wake up first, and then they have to make their decisions. And this will be a hard time, very hard time, and maybe also with the outcome that not many will survive this. It's possible because they put in strong forces. It's not only the power of the system, the Jewish system, the soldiers and the police, because the soldiers and police will somehow someday also not work well anymore when they realize that they go against their own people. That's why they have foreign police and soldier. Refugees can be soldier and police as well. So that it's really foreigners against local people, and they have the robots as well. So yeah, this will be not so easy. It is still dark outside, so one has to be careful about this, but it will go in this direction. Yeah, and then I think I was talking about it already, but we have this term Ubuntu. This is from Africa, and Ubuntu means I am because we are. How can someone be happy when the others are not so happy? So this one is coming up from a story of a maybe German priest. I'm not sure. And he mentioned that he was playing a game, and then the first one who comes to the tree can get the prize as a winner. But they were not running all for to win the prize. They were holding their hands and running together, big and small children, and they were enjoying the prize all together. And he didn't understand this. Why you didn't try to only one win? And then uh, child said Ubuntu. What does it mean? It means I am because we are. Yeah. How someone can be happy when the others are not happy. When one is winning the prize, the others can only look at it and they want to have this also and they cannot have, and so on. So here is the end of the blog. You can also of course give a comment if you, especially when you don't agree to something. You see the keys, and yeah, so there's still 1, 2, 3 more blocks, 3 more issues that I'm talking about. But we want to open this link as well. You will see where it's leading to. Oh, it seems to open on this side, right? It's like this, maybe. Where it is opening, I have to wait a little bit. Because it just switched to alone. Oh, yeah, there is something. This is the picture of the moon landing. So I hope that the site is coming. Or I may pause this and then see if it's coming. Maybe it's better. You don't need to wait too long. Pause. Yeah, the link seemed not to work, and I didn't find much on Google as well. There is information about this Perveza. This is the one who takes the place for the uh, monarch who left and prepares for the new monarch to be elected, and this didn't happen. So this is what they are preparing or have prepared already. So we will see what will happen. It is said the new monarch will come out of the east. His name is Heinrich. Yeah. Heinrich is the owner of the house, if he has a house. So Heinrich will be the owner of New Germany. So yes, so now I'm going out of the blog. This is enough for today, and we will have 3 other blogs as well. Blog number 25, 26, and 27, and then that's it. And I will do other things for sure. So thanks for watching, and have a nice day.